Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Hey, it's Tvshka. Yeah, we back for another one. With from Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. This one is with Seth Fairchild. We're talking about the culture. So we just got done with the one for the language portion with Miss Teresa Billy, and next we've got another one from Chief that if we got time to get to, but we are coming up on 2 hours until the premiere of Echo, and so we may have to skip that, kind of get ready for that big party because it's gonna be awesome watching the actual series. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump to it. Nope, that's not the right one. Come on, y'all. Where we at? Again, the kind of impromptu, but there we are. Okay, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, y'all. And again, as always, awesome job to the video department.
To us all the time
with
Guthrie. Books, with media projects, and it's
Seth,
usually on
man.
the back.
Looks like been working out, bro. Come on now.
And they basically just want the Choctaw Nation to sign off on it and say, "Hey, good to go." We give it our full support. Marvel did something that was a lot better and a lot unique. Is they came to us and said, "Hey, we want to create something special with you, but we want you in throughout the whole process." They said, "We want to tell a story, but it's your story."
Then we saw the village in the previous one.
Our day job is sharing.
There's gonna be a big stickball,
but this will put our culture on a scale unlike anything that's ever been done. We want to be 100% accurate, but also understand that you're in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where the Hulk exists, where Thor exists. And so once we started looking at it creatively, we felt like, this could be a lot of fun as long as we offer opportunities for people to learn the real history, the real myths, and the real stories. And Marvel was such a great partner on this.
They drew the tattoos.
Take our creation story, for example.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There's certain parts of that story that we never want shown, that we never won't share it except internally. And so we worked around those things. But what we really hope is that at the end of the day, somebody will say, "Oh, I'd like to know more about that creation story. I'd like to know more about that." And we have so many resources available within cultural services.
Echo's not just
to tell
a
the story,
she is
share it accurately and all those pieces. But Marvel was such a great partner in doing that, as well as the community in making us feel comfortable that we were
making them do those social dances.
You know, it's interesting. We're the third largest tribe in the U.S.
It's good to experience,
and the majority of our tribe does not live within the reservation, maybe not even within Oklahoma. They're scattered throughout the world. And one of the things we always talk about is how can we share our culture with everyone? Truth, a lot of times, is more interesting than fiction. When we sat down and we started working with the writers and we told them the stories and we told them about our history and stickball, our creation story, our language, our food, our dances, what we did is we gave them a framework, and then they are world-class at what they do, and we let them do their thing, and they came back with something really incredible. So it was a fantastic partnership, and hopefully you know, the community will see it as a way to share something that is so sacred and special to us, and that's who we are as Choctaw people. And I still remember, I think one of the greatest things about working with Marvel was the sets. The size and scale of the sets, it's difficult to even wrap your head around.
They're in the beanie.
We came over a hill and they had literally created an entire village.
Some of his work.
I mean, hundreds of people on set, stickball field, everything 100% authentic.
Alabama,
we had asked them to have. And they brought us in before the shooting and just said, "Hey, anything here that needs to change, we'll change it." You can't just ask an actor to pick up a set of sticks and look like they know how to play stickball.
Right.
It's an extremely difficult game.
Yeah.
So Marvel came to us and said, "Okay, how do we fix this?" And we said,
"I saw a hornbuckle in there."
We brought in dozens and dozens of real stickball players.
Yeah.
And for 2 days, out in the heat, out in the sun, shot real stickball taking place. And you'll be able to see in the episodes how authentic some of those scenes look. Now, there's choreographed ones, which we worked with their stunt team and stunt doubles and everything. But what our guys all said is, "Let us play."
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, you can maybe choreograph a few like close interior shots, but man, this game gets wild, bro. The game gets wild.
I think the stickball scene for me was the one where that was so true and it brought it to life.
You know, those guys are going hard,
and to see something that our
ancestors wanted to be the one to score on
played for centuries. now be authentically shown on this type of scale, it's very exciting for us. These large media companies, these large media outlets, choosing to work with indigenous tribes and an authentic indigenous representation to tell these stories. I promise you the stories are going to be so much better if you do that. And I think Marvel is seeing that. I think other companies are starting to see that. I think the big thing that I hope comes out of this is learning to work with tribes and indigenous populations. And if Marvel can do it, anybody can.
You think put it in his own video
that you'll see, I think it'll give natives and non-natives a curiosity about Choctaw culture in particular, and in general, I think indigenous culture. You know, we started about 10 years ago dreaming about the Choctaw Cultural Center. And today you have a $75 million, 100,000 square foot facility that takes you through the Chuthanowit-Aya.
Now check it out, man. Durant, Oklahoma.
14,000 years of history, all the way from Bushto, Moundville, all the way to modern day Oklahoma.
What they have there is great.
I'm so would love to have anybody and everybody come visit the Choctaw Cultural Center right here in Oklahoma, right in the heart of the Choctaw Nation, and learn more about what it means to be Choctaw.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, Peyton, your team's killing it, man. If you ever see this, I may send it to you. I don't know. But yeah. So he's talking about the game of stickball, right? So lacrosse was actually kind of adapted from the Iroquois version of stickball. And the Iroquois used one stick, but we didn't have nets. What we had posts on either end. And they weren't really totems, but they were symbolic of the tribe. So at the top, there would be, you know, the symbol of that tribe, a fish or, you know, whatever it was that kind of represented the tribe. And the point was to actually throw a tole or a ball. Tole's right here, woven, about, you know, kind of golf ball size. But throw the ball and hit the board on either end. That's how you scored. And we call it the Little Brother War because we used that to resolve disputes. So if there's hunting ground issues, farming, you know, family dynamics, whatever it may be, you know, maybe even, you know, murder or crimes against each other, you know, that's kind of how we resolved that was, hey, we'll play for it. And then whoever wins, then this is what it's going to be. And now they play it on a football field or kind of a, you know, soccer field kind of dimensions. But back then, it was between the villages. So again, this post was kind of at the end of the village. So they could be a mile long as far as how far you had to get a ball to travel just to score. So I'm assuming the scoring was pretty low. We don't have any records of the scores of, you know, some games at least that I don't know of. But imagine it was probably the first one to score maybe wins because that'd be absolutely exhausting. But you also had hundreds of people playing it at times. And even so, whenever they brought it back to Oklahoma after the removal, Choctaw Nation had the lower third, and so we actually gave the eastern third, western third of our whole allotment to the western tribes, and we kept the central and the eastern. Well, we're in the eastern right now, but the reason why the Chickasaw Nation is in the central part is because we couldn't get along, and we kept playing stickball, and there'd be battles and highway patrol, and everybody would get involved as far as law enforcement, and got pretty heated to the point where we're like, you know what, just you guys, you get your own space. Like, we love you, we're cousins, but man, we just can't live with you right now. So anyways, yeah, so stickball is very much ingrained and still a part of the culture, and now to the point where we've got, you know, sanctioned leagues. Hey, ESPN, what's up, man? Let's get some stickball championships going. Mississippi bands do a really good job of it, and they've won a lot with their World Series. But you know, Choctaw, you know, Oklahoma, we're coming up, man. Oklachotas, we're coming up, but ESPN, get a hold of that. Let's go get some representation in sports as well. But anyways, hey, thank you all so much. I'm gonna jump off, try to do another video, but we thank you guys for just joining along with us on this ride. For me personally, being Choctaw, it is otherworldly. You know, I got to pinch myself every now and then and just be like, is there really going to be a Choctaw superhero? Because I never thought that growing up. Never thought we would get to see that representation. But happy that we do. So, you know, kudos to Marvel and Disney for taking a swing, and huge thanks to Seth Fairchild, Teresa Billy, Chief Gary Batten, Wayne Hornbuckle, everybody that's involved with it, Dr. Ian. So good to see you guys on there. Can't wait to see you all more on screen represented. And I can't wait to see you guys who are watching right now. Can't wait to see you all tonight. Jump in the chats, give us a holler, let us know about some of the content we're putting. Tell us how much it sucks. but definitely let us know what you're thinking of Echo as you're watching along with us tonight. So we'll see you all here shortly in about an hour and a half. But much love. Chapisa la chique. See you later. And catch you at the next one.